My name's Olivia, and Jesus Christ, the one true living God, met me in the middle of a witchcraft ritual. The thing I've discovered from doing the social media stuff these last couple weeks is people are hungry for truth. People are desperate for truth. I get so many messages and questions from people asking me all types of spiritual questions and for advice, and who are lost or just don't know God or are dabbling in witchcraft, and from all different backgrounds. And the one thing that I keep coming back to is the way that us as Christians, if you're a Christian, the best thing that we can do for people is be Jesus to them. And something that the Lord has been speaking to me so profoundly about lately is forgiveness. The power of forgiveness, that we will be forgiven as we forgive. And what better way to show someone who has maybe an offense towards God, or they have been wounded by the church, or they just don't know, they've just never experienced him. How much better can it get than for us to truly be Jesus in walking in forgiveness? Jesus said on the cross to the people that were reviling him, that put him up on that cross, that crucified him, that spit on him, that ripped out his beard, put a crown of thorns on his head. The two thieves were mocking him, and Jesus said, "Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do." As Christians, we must walk in that. Father, forgive them. They don't know what they are doing. They don't know him. The eyes of their heart hasn't been enlightened. They don't know the truth. They don't know the wonder-working power of the cross. And when we don't know Jesus, all that we can do is walk in shame. I share things on here. In my live last night, I shared extremely vulnerable things that I've never shared publicly before. Things that are embarrassing, things that are really hard, things that make me feel super vulnerable and super exposed, but I don't have any shame. I have been forgiven. I have been washed. I have been cleansed in the blood of the Lamb. There's no reason for me to feel ashamed, because Jesus isn't ashamed of me. He loves me unconditionally. But it's when people do not know him and they haven't experienced the love and the power of the cross, all that they can do is walk in shame. The burden of sin is unbearable. It is unbearably heavy. People have to hide from that shame. So the most powerful thing that we can do for the people around us is walk in forgiveness. If they mock us, they spit on us, whatever, run to the Father, ask him for healing, because that's the most important thing. Because if you're walking around traumatized and wounded, you can't forgive. You have got to run to the Father, give him your heart, lift up the wounds to him and say, "Father, this hurts. My heart is broken. Please heal me." He will. He is faithful to do that. And then he will extend that forgiveness to you to give to them. So I hope this helps. Let me know in the comments, is forgiveness something that you struggle with? Because it's a big deal. And it's something that the Lord has really, really, really taught me through and led me through over these last couple years. So I would love to hear feedback. Talk to you guys soon.